feel so stupid. Sick of freaking messing up, drinking. That happened just like on schedule almost, you know? Been like a week. Been sober, going out working every day. But I bought some beer like about a week ago or something. It was sitting in the fridge the whole time. A couple of 6-packs. And I would have like one or two maybe. Get back from working, you know? And then, same as last week. Sunday night I get back, have a beer or two. No, I think I would have controlled it again too, but I got this bright idea. For some reason, all of a sudden, I thought about this big beer mug that I have, right? And I was thinking how I've never drank out of that thing. And I don't even know how much would go in there, you know? So that's this idea pops in my head. I wonder how much, you know, how big that glass really is, you know? So I started pouring beers into it to find out. Apparently it's about 40 ounces or something. Or more. Maybe a little more. So that's how I end up getting wasted. Start Sunday night. Continuing on through Monday. Just feel like an idiot afterwards, you know? Stuff just seems kind of discouraging. I mean, man. Well, it's just it's getting old, man. Getting old. I don't know, I'm just getting like stressed out, you know? Working, trying to make some money, running around making deliveries all day, day after day after day, trying to take care of business. And it's just nonstop. It's just one expense after another, after another, after another. Bill after bill after bill. And it's like no matter what I do, no matter how much money I manage to make, I just gotta watch it all disappear. I just get hit with one bill after another after another. And I'm trying to think, what the hell am I gonna do, you know? I don't want to just keep paying and paying and paying and be like enslaved, having to spend all my time, you know, hunting for, trying to build money up so I can watch it all disappear, you know. It just gets old. I'm driving my car all over the place, flying down the road, dealing with a bunch of crowds and traffic every day. And I'll make, you know, $500-$600 or something, and then I get hit with a bill and another bill and another bill and another bill, and before I know it, it's like every penny I make just disappears into somebody else's pocket. People that don't do nothing to earn that fucking money just sit back and collect all the money that I worked for. You know? And I can't stand this shit. And then on top of that, I gotta feel like on top of that, I gotta deal with the loneliness and just feeling like I'm, you know, hated or whatever. Having no, I mean, shit, I never would have believed it. I never would have believed that I would have been fucking 41 years old and just sitting here by myself, alone. That my family would fucking abandon me, you know? It's been years since I heard from my family. Went over some drunk dial or something. I don't know, man. I just watched my family kind of fall apart over the years. A little bit more, you know. When I was a kid, we had a tight-knit family, you know, and the holidays would come around, there'd be 40 or 50 people around. Aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody. And as time went on, more and more family members start to die, and I don't know, it was like in my 20s or something when holidays changed forever, you know. My Uncle Dennis died, and then that whole side of the family just disappeared from family gatherings. No more Christmas, no more Thanksgiving, no more Easter get-togethers. You know, so on and so forth, right? It just went on and on like that. And then new people show up and like no family connection in my life anymore. And then time passes on, my mom dies, and within like a year or something of my mom dying, all that was left of family is gone. Just drifted apart, you know. And shit, I haven't heard from my cousins in years. Haven't heard from my sister in a couple of years. No, I mean, seriously, I just feel so fucking abandoned, man. I feel like I could have the... I feel like if they were dying of cancer and I had the cure for cancer in my pocket and they knew it, they wouldn't bother to fucking pick up a phone and say, hey, you think you can cure my cancer? You know? They'd rather... Like if I... No, seriously, that's how it feels. It feels like literally, like if I had the cure for cancer in my fucking pocket and they were like in a, you know, cancer ward dying or something, like they'd rather sit there and die than pick up a phone and say hello to me, you know? It's almost how it feels, you know? Like just nobody gives a shit, you know? I don't know, man, it's just... You know, on top of that, like, it's... I never thought I'd be freaking, you know, 40-something single, you know? That's another thing that's fucking weird for me, you know? From the time I was like... Hell, even when I was a kid, I had a girlfriend almost all the time. At least the girls calling me up on the phone, you know, it was kind of more innocent and stuff. I was 16 and up until like almost 30 years old or something, like I pretty much almost always had a girlfriend. I figured I would have been married when I was a teenager or in my early 20s or something, you know? Crazy. I'm out, you know, hustling to fucking try to make money for what? So I can keep paying and paying and paying for some place, some shit that I'll never own. I just keep paying and paying and paying. And it's like I'm getting nowhere, you know? Like I'm running on a hamster wheel, getting nowhere, you know? It's that sort of thing that makes me like wonder what the fuck I'm doing, you know? At this point, I just want to be able to... I'd like to be able to get my hands on like a good, reliable minivan or something. Something where I could have a bed that I don't have to pay $1,000 a month for, you know? God dang it. I don't know, it just gets old. So it leads me to end up wanting to drink, you know? I was out freaking Sunday and making deliveries. I did real good, man. I made quite a lot of money on Sunday. I think I made like 230 something, about $235 or something. It's probably about the most money I've ever made making deliveries in a day. But I had to, you know, fill up the gas tank in the morning, $40 from where it was, and then I took it to a mechanic and paid $50 to get a spark plug swapped out because it was in a real pain in the ass location. Got the car running better. I went and made a whole bunch of deliveries. Ended up getting 2 incentives. When you're making deliveries, sometimes there's these incentives, you know, make so many deliveries in this time period and, you know, get an extra $12. I got $25 in incentive pay on top of making a bunch, you know, bunch of deliveries. I don't know, I got some that were pretty rough, you know. One of the reasons I didn't want to go out, or I talked myself into over drinking instead of going back out and working, is just I kind of messed my feet, my ankle up. My calves were getting sore. I had this delivery, paid $45, so I was like, hell yeah. But it was, I had to carry a bunch of like 24-pack, I don't know how many gallons, many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of groceries, because it was mostly like, you know, cases of water, cases of soda. There's like many dozens and dozens of these, like, I don't know, sparkling water things, you know. It was a lot of heavy stuff, a lot of heavy liquids, a big bag of dog food, a bag of cat food, a bunch of heavy liquids to an upstairs apartment, you know. And I kind of messed my ankle up and hurt my foot. It's to the point where last time, you know, when I was getting out of there, out driving around, I was like, it was hurting to just to step on the brake and hold the brake down at a stoplight. I felt like I wanted to put it in park rather than, because my foot hurt, my ankle hurt so bad. Carrying all that crap up the stairs. And just getting old, you know. This shit's getting old. I'm getting older. Get out working. I need to get back out there. I need to make myself go out today, even if not to work, then at least to go deposit money in the bank so I can pay a bunch more bills. Go deposit all the money I made working over the last week in the bank so I can watch it all disappear toward the post office box fee and the electric bill and the tire payment and on and on and on. Put more in the gas tank, you know. And I just get to watch, you know, all the money I worked for just disappear again. And then I get to get back out and try to make more money so I can watch all that fucking disappear. I'm so sick of this shit, dude. I don't know, I need to like get a van or something. Yeah. I don't know, it just gets old. I don't know what to do, man. I mean, I've been working these last couple of years just to pay bills. And got no fucking savings, basically. Basically nothing to fucking show for it, you know. I probably put about 20,000 miles on my car's engine making deliveries. Running around. Make all these fucking... And now lately, man, with Walmart Spark, man, most of the deliveries are like fucking 15, 20 goddamn miles away. I'm having to fucking put 40, 50, you know, 30 to 50 bucks or more in the gas tank about every 2 days or something. I mean, seriously, yeah, I paid for the spark plug, and I spent a little bit of money, not much. I bought some beer, I guess, you know. Got some iced tea and energy drinks, but I think I might even use food stamps for those, but like... I mean, I made like 600 bucks in the last week working, right? But I only have like $317 left out of that, or no, plus 8, I guess. Yeah, I've got like 320 something dollars left, because the rest of that money all ended up going back in the gas tank for the most part, or it's just like literally almost half the money I make just has to go is like, yeah, I blew a little bit of money here and there. I got some hamburgers at Carl's Jr. a couple times, and bought some beer that I shouldn't have, you know. Got some a couple of cheap movies and one in a $5 bin, and t-shirts I managed to get for $1 because they were on clearance. I mean, it's just, you could probably see why I would want to end up wanting to drink sometimes, man. You know, work, and I get nowhere. Like, I just come back here and I'm just by myself, and nobody fucking, you know, kind, hardly nobody that I can really hardly relate to or talk to. Nobody calling up to see how I'm doing. Nobody asking me how my day was. Nobody who really cares around, You go out and work and work and work, and then try and fucking enjoy watching a movie or listen to some comedy or something, and it's just half the time I can't even find it in me to laugh anymore at a funny joke, because it just shit's depressing, So yeah, I end up wanting to fucking drink, and then I feel bad. I feel stupid afterwards for drinking. Right now, I guess I'm lucky. I'm just lucky I didn't end up getting more messed up yesterday. I woke up today and I thought I was out of beer. And I see this bag on the chair. I thought it was just an empty bag I was picking up about to throw away. And I pick it up and it's like, hey, that's heavy. What's that? Look inside, it's a bag full of beer. Oh. So apparently I wasn't out. Gotta pay $113 for my fucking post office box if I want to be able to continue to get my mail. And $100 for the electric bill. And at least $50 towards the tires to make a tire payment. Hell, I could probably almost pay them off at this point if I wanted to, but it's just all these expenses, and then I gotta put more gas in the car, and I gotta get out and try to make more deliveries, try to make some money. But it just seems like I don't hardly have any time where I'm not having to just pay and pay and pay. A fucking $120-some a month for a fucking storage fee. $860 a month fucking toward the rent. To live somewhere I don't even want to live. The mechanic that was, changing the spark plug out yesterday was talking to me. He was wondering about where about I lived, and I just said, oh, I'm just some, old beat up shithole with black mold on the walls, surrounded by a bunch of tweakers. He knew exactly where I lived, based on that information. He's like, oh, I know where you're at. It's like, yeah. Like, that's all the information I gave him. It was enough for him to figure out right away exactly where I live. How fucked up is that? You give a little short description like that and they know exactly where you're at. Oh. Beat up, black, moldy old, building that looks like it's gonna fall down and surrounded by meth addicts. Oh yeah, I know where you live. I think all the money I've made over the last year and a half, 2 years or whatever, doing these fucking deliveries, and it's just all gone. Most of it's the rent, The rent is the worst of it. If I didn't, between the rent and the electric bill, if I was just living. If I was living in a van or something, and in such a way where I was able to actually sleep, Yeah, if I could be left the fuck alone, not get harassed, and actually be able to sleep and so on and so forth, and all that, well, I could be saving a whole hell of a lot of money, saving about $1,000 a month, give or take, you know. I don't know, I gotta lay off the drinking. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. Fucking drinking that shit. I mean, you can get it though. I mean, I don't know what to do hardly, you know? I mean, I don't even know. It's like every month I'm here I am. I spend so many weeks out of the whole fucking month every month just thinking, I don't know how. Uh, I don't know. I gotta freaking lay off the damn drinking. It's just fucking depressing, man. It's seriously depressing. I mean, for a lot of different things I've mentioned, you know, being. I mean, for one thing, working, you know, I've probably made over 20,000 deliveries, I'll bet, in the last couple years, man. And what do I have to show for it? You know? Paying fucking bills on an apartment. I get to come back here alone, you know, be alone. And I mean, what the hell does my life look like without alcohol, right? I guess I'd be more successful financially. Maybe I'd make a bit more money. I'd just be out working all fucking day, every goddamn day. Come back, maybe be able to catch a single movie or a couple episodes of a TV show. Have to fall asleep and get up early and go work all day again. Come back after dark. Sit here alone in my fucking apartment. Maybe I watch a movie or I listen to a podcast and fall asleep. Do the same shit the next day. I don't know. I need to make myself get up and go out and at least got to get to the bank, swing by the bank while they're open. Should. Huh. You know what occurs to me? I could technically pay my bills with my other card, huh? I could just pay the bills with the one card instead of fucking having to go put it in the bank. I guess I could, huh? Here I am sitting here thinking I gotta go to the bank when I could just be paying. I could have already paid the bills. I don't have to pay it from that account. I could pay it another way. What do you got now? Right now, electric bill and tire payment, right? And I have to pay off the stupid post office box sometime by the end of the month. Another fucking $113 or something.